We are live.
Yay!
Or so it says.
Or so it seems.
Did
Did you just go Bubba Sparks on us?
I ever? That's just Timmy talking.
That's Bubba talk.
Got you open wide. Yeah. Bubba Sparks was Paul Wall before Paul Wall.
Yeah, he kind of was. He really kind of was. That's a good comparison by you.
I
feel like Chris Russo. That's a good job by you. That's a terrible job.
Way to go there, Mikey.
That's a terrible job, Mikey.
Now we got people watch us go, what the fuck are they talking about? Hi, Kristen. Hi, Gail.
Wonder if Kristen laughed when I did that. She must know who Chris Mad Dog Russo is.
Or who
You
he
cannot
was.
be serious. That is a terrible job.
I miss him and Mike together.
Oh, they used to go at it, man.
I know.
Now you can hear him go at it with Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A., yeah.
So
He's got his own radio. All right.
Gail, did you get your Ethiopian coffee? Jamie and I are both drinking. The new
Yes,
blend.
yes.
Got mine in the mail today.
I got mine today and I made it up. All right. Hey, I'm going to give you a 5-inch tray if you're ready.
Yeah, give me a 5-inch tree. Why not?
All right.
Because
You cannot be doing that. All right.
you cannot be doing that.
Let's do this with a tree.
Don't think that fucking Mad Dog's not going to make an appearance in the show this week now.
Shree. Who's your mama?
This week on the Mr. Throwback Thursday podcast, we bring you our kind of crawl. LL poking fun at himself. We take it back to Uptown, baby. Uptown, baby. We discuss female pens and old to the new and a whole lot of past conversations. What else? Let's listen.
It's not just any day. It's Mr. Throwback Thursday.
All you kids want to get on and shit.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
How can I be damned? At the count of 3, I want y'all to tell me the name of my DJ. 1, 2, 3.
Poppers pop and the breakers break. Like the fellas say oh and the girls say hey. Give it up for the DJ, Mr. Throwback Thursday.
And now, here's your hosts, Bill Winters and Mr. Throwback Thursday himself, Jamie Robinson.
Welcome, everyone. Mr. Throwback Thursday is back at you. It's episode 424, coming at you live and direct from New York and Virginia with your two favorite idiots. Jamie down in Virginia, Bill up in New York. How are you, my friend?
I am well. I got myself some Diplomatico going on tonight. I got a little
nice.
bit of a new Death Wish blend
As do I, yes.
going tonight with the old Ethiopian Yirgacheffe,
Yeah, I can't say it either.
the Swedish chef. I don't know. It's a medium, it's a nice medium roast. It's
It is
almost,
a very nice medium roast.
It's almost too light for me, but not.
Yeah.
So I got that going on in my fancy mug.
Yes.
Um,
And I have mine in my each one teach one mug.
yes. I've got an extra one of those. I'm gonna have to give away to somebody someday. It's sitting here on my.
Yes.
Speaking of giveaways, we're not doing one tonight. Sorry for those of you who thought I was segueing into something cool.
Yeah. No,
did you-
not tonight.
Did you know that we were in a magazine?
I did know. I actually have that magazine.
Yes, an actual magazine. Like they still make magazines. B-Boy Document Magazine.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking in the near future, I'm going to give this copy away.
Because I still have my copy as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
but not tonight. Tonight, we're giving away knowledge. That's it.
Yes, as Rob points out, Happy Pi Day.
Yes.
As we record,
it's not P Day.
314. No.
And I was waiting for you in the opening when you were talking about female pens to throw an I in there.
Yeah. Most of the female rappers have bigger ones of those than a lot of the male rappers. So, penis.
Pen is mightier. Yes.
No. Can't be doing that.
No.
Chris, Mad Dog Russo would say,
Yes.
"You cannot be doing that, Mikey." So, before we get going, we mentioned Virginia in the opening. My
Shout out to
daughter-
Marlin Nation.
Yes, shout out to Marlin Nation. My daughter Emily was accepted to Virginia Wesleyan University. Very nice. Very nice surprise in the mail today. And they're even offering to give her a little financial stipend to come and attend, which is always
Nice.
good.
And then I would probably get to see you more.
You probably would, yes. Because I told her where she would be is probably only about 23 minutes away from you. And I said, you need anything, Jamie and Rye and Alex will be right there for you.
Yep.
So
Ian will probably actually be closer, but
Ian probably is closer. But no,
but
she's
less capable to help.
Perhaps, yes.
Or more capable. I don't know.
And as we record, she is getting herself prepared. As you listen on Thursday, she will be opening night will be the next night, Friday.
So yes, as you listen on Thursday, she'll be eating corned beef.
We don't do the big St. Patty's Day thing, which is really funny because Janelle just found out like a year and a half ago doing one of those 23andMe things that she is 47% Irish and never knew it.
Well, now you know.
But I don't know how to cook a quality corned beef and cabbage or anything.
You
so
just boil it. You boil it.
boil everything. No, I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably get the fixins and make my own version of shepherd's pie. So I think that's what we're going to do.
No, I'll throw cabbage, potatoes, and corn. I throw it all in a pot and just boil the shit out of it.
Burl it.
Because don't nobody want to eat shit anyway. So you boil the shit out of it and you scrape it off. And then, then you make Reubens. Not Paul's, just the regular kind.
Reuben Kincaid's.
Yes.
You make them out of partridges.
Well, of course you do.
You and I are the only ones that are going to get that reference.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 424, we have a whole lot of hip-hop headlines this week.
We do. A lot of them are going to tie together and go like smoothly.
Yeah.
You'll flow through some of them and not realize that you just heard 3 articles in a row.
And then some woo news, a one and done, which why did I think we tried to do this one and done once?
No, you read a lyric from this.
Okay.
And then I didn't want to do it the same week.
I got
So I just put it off.
A very a record of the week that we hinted at last week.
And if you were here live, I straight up told you.
Yeah. And the artist of the month, we'll remind you who that is. Plus, we have an old to the new
from Nipsey territory.
I was going to say from Nipseyville. I don't know if that's a place, but
it is now.
That's now a place. So coming all the way
from entire EU.
And then everything else that you've come to know and expect.
And then some.
From Mr. TBT. But let us start with a little bit of that Triple H.
This is Hip Hop Headlines brought to you by Mr. Throwback Thursday.
We'll get on it. It's your turn.
It is my turn. And when we were younger, did you ever do a bar crawl?
Did you just say, back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid? Is that where you went?
It's kind of how I referred to it, but
Gotcha.
I didn't put it that way. Did you ever do a bar crawl?
Not so much, not as an organized thing. We did many of them overseas.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what sailors do, especially sailors who do my job. We drink well. And a lot of the reasons that we moved from one bar to another was because we were asked to leave or were escorted out of the places that we were in.
You and I only got in trouble once in a bar, and that's because we hustled some dude playing pool.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And he didn't like it.
He did not like it, no.
And then we went and saw Rocky Horror that night.
Yep. Yeah. So that would have been a Friday.
Who was with us that night? Terrence was with us that night.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, that was a long time ago and a galaxy far, far away.
Now, Brian, I hope that you sang that question. It said, what do you do with a drunken sailor? There's so many answers to that.
I leave him on the side of the road and go get my car.
You do.
By riding a bike with a flat tire.
Shore Patrol.
But you weren't a sailor at that point.
I was not. No, Brian's talking about Shore Patrol. I've been on Shore Patrol, and I have been escorted by Shore Patrol. I have been both.
Yeah. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away.
Yeah, the Lord zip tieth. That's what you get when you go out in town.
Yeah, I've never had zip ties put on me. The reason I ask,
oh yes,
Washington D.C. is having the hip hop old school bar crawl, and apparently this is their 30th bar crawl. Where the fuck were we for the first 29?
I don't know, because it's not far away from me.
From you, no.
I mean, it's basically the trip that we made for the Wu-Tang show.
I was about to say, this is right around the area
yeah.
of where we stayed for the Wu concert, which was that 3 years ago already?
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, I was just saying to you the other day, remember that the football game was already what, 4 months?
4 months ago, yeah.
This is craziness. And now I can't find my gift card. So
I got my stuff from it.
I think it's got to be on my nightstand somewhere.
I'm actually wearing my shorts right now.
I don't need to see that.
No, you would not want to see if I was not wearing them, but I am wearing them.
But this is from eventbrite.com, and it says that Saturday, April 16th, from 2:00 in the afternoon to 10:00 in the evening.
Got to start early if you're going to be crawling.
Mm-hmm. You can't day drink if you don't start early.
That's right. You got to get the day part in before it turns to nighttime and you're behind the curve.
Apparently, it starts on U Street in Washington, D.C. The 30th hip hop. The 30th. What is going on?
I don't know.
All of a sudden, my microphone sounds like a video game.
Only on your end.
Huh?
Only on your end.
Oh, that's not good. Hold the phone. I'm going to go out and come back in.
Okay. Sounded fine to me. Try it.
No, even you sound like that.
Yeah, it's something on your end.
It's got to be something on my end.
Yeah, because I sound fine, you sound fine.
Let me try it now. No, it's got a weird echo.
Anybody else out there here, Bill, having an issue with his microphone? Oh, Jill said sound off. I don't know if she's asking for the Marines in the room to sound off. Or if she just turned the sound off so she didn't have to hear us. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, it sounds fine coming in through my end, and that's really what matters.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that. Whatever that was wrong.
Yeah, just echo cancellation. That doesn't help. Let's try that. Oh, that didn't help either.
You're the only one who's hearing it.
I honestly don't understand a word you're saying now. So I'm going to cut completely out and come back in.
Okay. Do you hear me sounding weird? Or is it just Bill? Yeah, I don't know what was what.
Nothing. I have no idea what the fuck happened. But I can't understand a word anybody says now.
Okay, hold on. Let me leave.
Okay. I don't think it's going to make a difference.
How about now?
Manny says it's both of us.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either. It was fine up until about 5 minutes ago. Shut up, Nipsey. Mom thinks it's okay.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but you sound like a 16-bit video. Even if I let all the way back.
Oh, now it says you're good.
But, yeah, I mean, I'm okay to them, but I can't hear myself.
Yeah, hold on.
Whatever that was, that sounded better.
How about now?
Okay, a little bit better now. Yes, good. Yes, what happened?
I don't know what happened. I can tell you what I did.
Okay. Brian says I'm FUBAR again now. Am I bad to everybody else? Because I sound okay to me now.
You sound fine to me, but you did before anyway.
Okay.
Um.
Okay. Nipsey says it's good.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Blame Canada. That's right. That's right. Which, by the way, you know why they named Kyle's little brother Ike?
No.
Because Kyle begins with a K and Ike is Jewish.
Yes,
so
he
it
is.
was a play on words.
Yes.
So,
all right.
all right. So now we're back.
We be Jaman. We be Jaman.
Hey, now.
All right. So what it was is
football.
something happened with the Roadcaster. The screen was doing this.
Oh, okay.
So I stopped the recording. I powered it off. I turned it back on and I hit record again. So it was a matter of turning it off and back on again. I just didn't know what I had to turn off and turn back on again. I had to find the culprit.
The IT crowd would be very happy.
Yes. Yes. It's running on like Windows ME, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, it's running on Windows FU is what it's running.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I just had to find out what the thing was that I had to turn off and on again. And it solved the problem.
Very good.
All right.
Okay, so where did we leave off?
I have no fucking clue.
I think
We're talking about the crawl. So let's do that with a Shree.
Okay.
Who's your mama?
So this is the 30th Hip Hop Old School Bar Crawl. Takes place, as I said, Saturday, April 16th.
Yep.
It says we're bringing you nothing but the best DJs in the DMV, spinning that classic hip hop that you just don't hear often.
Yes, the Delaware, Maryland, Virginia area. Not at the Department of Motor Vehicles.
It's better than the DMZ.
It is. Although, you should be safe there.
Yeah, you should be.
I don't know if you'll be safe here.
Every bar walking distance from each other will have drink deals exclusively for bar crawlers.
But you got to have a wristband, right? So they know who you
Yeah.
are. Is that?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't, tickets are between $10 and $15, which not terrible for these kind of things.
No, but what does it entail though? What do you get for $10? What do you get for $15? Is like, if you're looking like me and they go, oh, that guy can probably drink a lot. Do I have to pay 15? Do I still have to pay for all of my drinks full price? I know they said some discounts, but
Yeah.
what does the wristband even get me?
Well, let's see. $10 was the advanced ticket purchase.
Okay.
And they are sold out.
Well, of course.
The discount advanced ticket is $15. Limited amount of it doesn't even tell you really what you get.
You just get to be identified as a person who is crawling.
Yes,
Because I will show you real quick.
This is
that
my
I am one of those people.
this is my degenerate jewelry. Isn't it pretty?
I can't take it off. That's how those things always end up. Help me get this off. I can't get it off.
You got a scissors?
No
Is
sharp objects, man.
Is it a scissors or is it a pair of scissors? Now that I say that,
This is a very good question.
where's John?
Are they two single scissor put together and make a pair?
of scissors?
Yes, because the handle with a blade on it is a scissor.
Is
you
a
put
scissor.
the two together, it is a pair.
Then why is it a pair of pants?
Because you have
Is
two
each
legses.
is each leg a pant?
It could be.
Well, they call it a pant leg.
See? Well, there you go. They
Well,
don't
then
call
why
it a
don't they
pants
call-
leg.
Why don't they call it a pant legs? A pair of pant legs.
Well, maybe they do if you're only talking about the legs.
Well, what else is there?
There is a waist
Well, how else are you going to hold the pants on?
with the zipper and the button, man. We're not talking about chaps. These are full things. They cover your nuddle region where where a pair of chaps may not do that.
What about assless chaps?
Well, that's a
They
whole
don't get-
other thing.
they don't
and
get
we can't
stuck-
have that conversation
They,
here.
they don't get stuck on that chicken grease stains
do
on your
not.
ass cheeks. Oh my God. I spent the entire week laughing at that fucking Bill Reed's lyrics from you last week.
Yeah, there you go. Another way to hold your pant leg up is with
Suspenders.
suspenders. So you could actually go out and get some pants legs and hold them up with some suspenders.
We're thinking way too much about this. Sounds like we were on the pub crawl for
The 30th annual.
all
And
chaps.
I wonder if this is actually a 30th annual thing.
Don't
or-
Don't say that, Brian. All chaps are not assless. We have an Englishman in the house, and they call everybody chap.
Yes. Got no ass, just got two legs, go straight to your shoulders.
I used to say that about Wyatt. Oh, good Lord. So, yeah, 30th hip hop bar crawl in Washington, D.C. And we've been doing this show now for 8 years. How did we not do at least 5 of these?
I have
never know.
no idea. That's why I'm wondering, is it an actual 30th anniversary or is it like when Jimmy Fallon does game shows and he's like, okay, the next one
The
is for
49th
30,000 points.
Yeah.
Just making shit up. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to investigate.
Where the rules are made up and the points don't matter.
That's right.
So anyway, back to hip hop headlines.
Yes.
Making the prison camp as opposed to making the band.
Yes.
And this comes to us from hot97.com, New York City's finest.
So they say.
So they say. Piss Dookie reacts to the making the band controversy
Of a bunch of people you've never heard of.
after Freddie P.
After
Willie-
Freddie P. That's just a whole sentence right there, right? When are you going to be here? After Freddie P.
Willie Taylor should have been Willie P. The answer, no, he won't.
No.
and
Will he make it? Yeah.
and Baps Bunny spoke out.
Not
did-
Bad Bunny.
No, and wasn't there a female rapper with that name? Something close to that just passed away.
Don't know. Maybe that's this person. I don't know.
New school artist. I'm drawing a blank, but I remember reading it. Anyway, Hot 97 says
Brian,
that
you are now our promoter.
Who's your promoter? You could do a live bar crawl show. No, we couldn't. We'd be talking into the bottom of a glass as opposed to our microphones. Be like,
I do that half the time here anyway.
welcome to the Mr. Thursback Throw Day show.
And then we can blame our promoter.
I'm not gay, Bill. If we go by what we called each other when we were young, and this is fuck nut.
Yes, yes, yes.
I had to dig deep to find that one.
It's really I can get you to find that one again. Just
Yeah, I
give me
know.
the keys.
I know. No thanks. No
Actually, I
thanks.
didn't need the keys. Thing was already running. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah. So, Piss Dookie and his former show on MTV were a trending topic. Clips of making the band went viral.
Do you
Because-
remember making the band?
Isn't that where Danity Kane came from?
Yes. I never ever watched the show. This is one of those shows that like it was on and I may have flipped through and stopped for a minute like the hell is this? And I remember
seeing commercials for it, but I never watched a
and what was the
second
other one?
of the show.
Didn't like Diddy Dirty Money or something come out of there? Or was that See, I remember these things. I
Diddy
couldn't tell you
Dirty Money
anything
was
that any
another
did-
one of his put together things. Yes.
Yes. Like Apollonia 6 or something. I don't know.
Oh, don't get me going on Apollonia 6 and Prince and
Morris motherfucking Day in the time.
which he cannot use.
Yeah. It's his goddamn name.
That's why you got to be careful about what you sign, man.
Ridiculous.
Anyway, people are saying that Piss Dookie was running a musical prison camp. Sounds like something.
And Piss Dookie basically said, stop being pussies. That's
Basically, that's what he said. He wrote,
sack up, motherfuckers.
he's like, hustle harder. Stop all your crying, bitching, and moaning. Hustle harder and get the fuck out of our way.
Yeah.
Love, he says.
Well, that's his name now, Love.
Yeah.
He loves you.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that he changed his name again.
Yes. But, you know, part of it, I kind of get his stance on it. Like, look, you came on here to a reality, basically game show
Yeah.
to make it into the industry. This is the way you chose to go. You didn't want to try traditional routes. You said, oh,
No.
so you got to
This is-
expect you're on fucking, American Gladiators of the band.
Pretty
Suck
much.
it up. Do the shit or just don't do it. And now that people talk about one of the dudes is like, this is why I hate life now because of Piss Dookie.
Yeah, Freddie P. Well, it could be because
I pee too. Why? What?
Because I was gonna say because your name sounds like you urinate.
Yeah.
It
But
says
if
he
you're
had,
bigger, you'd be a 10.
he claims that he's been suicidal and blames Piss Dookie for allegedly being blackballed from the industry. Bitch, ain't nobody heard of Freddie P. You are not
No.
being blackballed. The only blackballs you got are in your pants, brother.
What you're looking at when you pee. But now that we're talking about Piss Dookie slander, because I'm all about that. Can we touch on the Mace Apocalypse?
Sure, if you want to go there, absolutely. It's your show, man.
It is our show. It could be our show.
No show will ever be.
So
I
the
just
Mace
went all
Apocalypse-
Veronica Vaughn. I can't believe
Yes.
I'm Veronica Vaughn on this fucking thing. Anyway,
Can't
go
you
ahead.
know- You really?
I do sound like a very assertive lady. I'm a woman who knows what I want.
So we have said for multiple years, when's that new
At
Mace
least-
album coming out?
At least 8, right?
Yes. Yes. When's that new Mace record coming out?
And we said it half-heartedly, tongue
Yes.
firmly planted in cheek.
Yes.
And then we usually followed it with said
Said
no one ever.
Well, the day is upon us.
And
Because
I didn't think it was possible, but Mace disappointed us
Look,
in a different way than I thought
Yes.
it would be.
yes, because lyrically, he is back into his Murder Mace and not Reverend, Deacon, Pastor, whatever he is. Because he's angry. It's
He's got a right to be hostile.
It doesn't sound like it because he's auto-tuned.
No, it sounds like fucking T.I.
Oh my god, it's awful. It's auto-tuned and like a Fisher Price instrument beat behind him. Horrible, as we would expect. But lyrically, he's going after Piss Dookie 20 years later, basically saying, I don't care how much money you got. We're not friends. You made money off of exploiting death is basically how you got rich.
You know what? Mace is speaking truth.
He is. That's what bothered me. My
It's
biggest
the fact
thing
that
was,
we actually agree with him.
yeah.
and-
but if
and
he
we
come
don't
out
hate
with a
him
real
for it.
beat and turned off the auto tune and speak from his chest, this song would work, and I would run it as an ode to the new. But instead, it's destined for a brand new RIA certification, and it is going to go triple hot dog water. This is the biggest letdown from something I expected to be let down from. So that's really telling you something.
Yeah, but like I said, it's a letdown in a completely different way.
Yes, I expect Shiny Suit Mace to come and let me down, but knowing that he was on his Murder Mace tip and then delivered it in a shitty way is what irritates me.
So we basically use this article
3
and
times hot dog water,
everything
though.
else to prove that Piss Dookie is pretty much a shitty person.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, and he'll never come out and say he's a shitty person because he doesn't have the backbone to admit anything about himself.
Right. So we can say it all, the media can say it all, and he will never own up to it.
He
Unlike,
will never be LL Cool J.
he will not.
The J is for jokes.
Yes, it is. We always wonder what the L's were for. Now we know what the J is for.
Complex.com.
Because he got him.
Ladies, lover, limp. LL Cool J responds to fans that are calling his old music videos chaotic and ridiculous. And
They
you
are.
would think that somebody comes out and we're programmed to think that you come at a celebrity, they're going to come back at you. I mean, you come after Ice-T, you're probably going to get fucking spanked.
Yes. He doesn't call himself Final Level on Twitter for nothing.
You come after LL Cool J, and he's like,
He might
Yeah, I
lick his
did-
lips at you.
I did that.
Yeah, this is hilarious. And, he's got, okay, shameless plug. I wrote an article a few years ago for Hip Hop Golden Age. 5 times you let LL off the hook because he was LL. Now, I'm just talking about the songs. The videos that go with those songs,
Pink cookies.
whole level.
Pink
well, yeah.
cookies.
That was definitely one of them. I remember Milky Cereal was one of them.
Milky. Cereal, baby. What? as
But there's so
as
many
Bert
of them.
Kreischer would say,
There are so many of them, and the videos were just even crazier, which is what he was being called out for. His actions in his video.
and he's in on a joke.
Yeah, you kind of have to be at this stage of the game. You either, like we said, Piss Dookie, you say nothing, or you
Or you get
embrace the suck. You just roll right into it.
No, if you're pissed Dookie, you get all defensive and start attacking and telling people,
Yeah.
man, the fuck up. It's like, motherfucker, you are no bigger than a fucking pipe cleaner.
Arms are too
Shut
short,
up.
too.
So anyway, Cool J was viral this week. Fans were resharing the most ludicrous music video moments of his career.
One
And
of them, he
his-
was playing guitar on some girl's leg or something.
And he says, it's time to break the silence. And I'm thinking, okay, here we go. He's going to fire off on people. He's like, yeah, I did that. I was ridiculous. That was my goal. I make my own rules.
Yeah. LL Cool J is ridiculous. It's
Playing the guitar in a young lady's leg. My father always said when I asked him if he worked out, he'd say, the heaviest thing I lift is a leg. I always loved that. I think I should have had 2 or 3 girls, though. I should have had a whole band, drums and all that. Could you imagine what he would have been playing for drums?
you had all Robert Palmer's girls lined up and playing their legs.
And then he turned his attention to what he did in the video for Loungin' off of Mr. Smith, where he infamously dumped chocolate syrup, again, all over a woman's leg in the middle of a busy New York intersection. He got this weird thing with legs, man.
And a New York intersection? What?
Definitely was wildin', he said.
Where did he get the chocolate in the middle of an intersection?
Enough to make milky cereal. I have no
Just
idea.
run into the bodega and say, hold on, wait here. I got to run inside here and get some chocolate syrup.
And then he says, although I always felt it should have been more chocolate. Maybe use a giant paintbrush or something. Just really go in. That's what I would have did. Now looking back,
Put some extra mozzarella on that motherfucker and shit.
Extra cheese is $2.
That's right.
The next reaction was him stiff-arming children during the football scene in LSG's hit Curious, which featured MC Light and Busta Rhymes.
Who?
He goes, Busta Rhymes. Of course, he says, out of here, man. It is what it is. No favorites. We don't do favoritism, which is his nice way of saying, fuck them kids. Which I love. I just love the fact that he was basically like, yeah, fuck them kids.
Hey, they came out on the field. They knew what they were getting.
He responded to a few more, including when he abandons his car and hops on a bus in pink cookies in a plastic bag, getting crushed by buildings. And when he washed a woman's hair in the shower while he was fully clothed. In Babyface's This Is for the Lover in You. You want to check out some crazy shit?
Yes.
There's a link in this article where you can read all of his responses. It is funny as hell.
It is actually what I like about LL.
I think it was a TikTok post, wasn't it?
I don't know I wouldn't have seen it then. One of my big things is there are some people that I'm afraid to have on the show because
you don't want to ruin the idea of what we think they are.
Yeah, and like
I don't think we'd ever have that problem with him.
I don't want to talk shit about LL, but I've heard him in interviews and I've heard him doing interviews, and it's like you got to pull stuff out of him, which, as you know, is a horrible interview. And then when he does get talking, it's like his early raps where it's like, I am great. I'm fucking LL Cool J. You are happy that I am here. So I don't know if I would want to have him on, but man, if we did have him on, these are the kind of questions I would ask him. What the fuck were you doing in this video? What made you think that you could write a song about candy bars and they're actually girls? What? Why did you call this one girl Fruit Loops? Was something wrong with her? These are the kind of questions I would have for LL.
That is so funny.
But anyway, let us move from 2 L's to 1 yay.
From 2 L's to 2 S's with a PA in front of it. And this is Hip Hop DX bringing us the new adventures of Pass. Apparently he's done picking on Pete Davidson for a moment.
Just for a moment, though.
And again, Pass wakes up and tries to choose violence. But the problem is, somebody had the greatest description of his face the other day. When he
I haven't
smiles,
seen it forever because he always wears the bag.
They say, Kanye always looks like he's trying to hold an entire mouthful of water in without spitting any of it out.
I can see that.
But anyway, it says, it looks like Pass woke up with his blood boiling on Sunday. And he went after fucking DL Hughley? Why? I like D.L. Hughley, but I hadn't given two thoughts about D.L. Hughley probably in 10 years.
Since the original Kings of Comedy.
Yes, pretty much. And he was only a placeholder on that.
He kind of was.
But don't get me wrong. I like D.L. Hughley.
Yeah,
I
he's
find
a
him
funny
very
dude.
funny.
Yeah.
I find him very funny. But apparently, Pass got pissed off. Hughley did an interview with Vlad TV, who we know our feelings on Vlad.
Fuck that dude.
In which he criticized Pass over the way he's handling his divorce from Kim Kardashian.
As
and
everyone else in the world is.
I was going to say, which puts Hughley in an exclusive company known as every fucking person on the
Yes.
planet right now. And of course, her, Kardashian and her relationship with Pete Davidson. He also suggested
Isn't that Skeet Davidson?
that if Pass had been broke, he wouldn't have been able to get a woman like Kardashian to fall in love with him if he was not rich and famous when they already met, which is probably true.
Fair.
So Pass, who likes to dig up shit on people, found an old clip.
He's like a less funny 50 Cent.
He found an old piece of a D.L. Hughley stand-up routine and claims he's nothing but a drug addict. We got to stop letting practicing drug addicts be used by leftists to Willie Lynch our future. What? Black people with our own opinion are not allowed to speak in public. Yes, you are. You're doing it now.
You are proving the point.
You dumb motherfucker. I am the glitch, he says.
In the
DL,
Matrix.
God does not like you. You have no favor. Oh, that's right, because he's Jesus now.
He is.
He knows this stuff.
He does all of his Sunday, whatever things he does.
Your family hates you, he says to Hughley. I would hate to be related to somebody who used to be famous. Now you just known as a broke pawn. At least Oprah got billions, allegedly. Oh, don't come for Oprah. First of all, brother gonna come for Oprah. He's gonna get Oprah-fied.
Yeah, you speak of the Illuminati. If there is one, Oprah is at the top. You do not want to fuck with that woman. But let me compare D.L. Hughley and Oprah. I would closer compare D.L. Hughley to okra than Oprah.
That's a hair joke, isn't it? But like I said, I actually like D.L. Hughley.
Yes, and I love Oprah. Don't come after me.
And then he says, Pass invited any of Hughley's relatives to call his contact at Adidas for some of his sneakers, although he said they'd have to pay for them. Come on,
Yes, 'cause
leftists.
He's running a business.
Y'all got to do better than this. DL, bring the real smoke, baby. Show your real face. Charlemagne just don't hit the same, do we? Who y'all gonna get now? God is with us, and you sent DL to be against us. You've lost. No brilliant Hebrews will bow to y'all no more. Only dumb-ass drug addict house nickelbacks.
As you read through that entire thing, there is zero punctuation.
We've talked about this, and I think it was last week when I came back. This isn't funny anymore.
No.
With him being completely fucking off the rails. He is off the fucking rails, man.
Yeah. And if you would kindly slide into the next article, you will see that it is not just us who notices this.
Yeah, I mean, Hughley fired back at him.
Yeah. What my favorite part of this entire thing, right or wrong, is where he says, come on over and on your way, have one of your boys stop by CVS and pick up your prescriptions.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he says. Ain't it weird that Pass supposedly has all these goons who will kill
like Martin
for him.
Shitnick.
Yeah, who'll kill for him, but not one of them will get his prescriptions filled?
Yeah.
Here's a thought while you're on your way to kill me in Calabasas. How about somebody drop by CVS and pick up your Xanax? Wow.
Yeah, because D.L. Hughley went to Cranbrook.
And then he says, and this is where it really got good because now he's attacking.
Yes. Okay. One of the things you should know about your enemy is how good they are at being who they are. D.L. Hughley is quite the talented comedian. And
who
will
deals
slap back.
with hecklers
Yes,
as
who will-
part of his fucking job description.
Yes, and he's been doing it for a little while, so prepare for the clapback.
And then he says, ain't no way in hell I'd ever be scared of a dude who wears hashtag I know what you did last summer boots. Wow. Whew.
It's ridiculous.
He says it's just too bad to pass. He says it's just too
this
bad
is my
that
favorite.
you acting like a nut won't stop Pete from busting one.
That's what I'm talking about. Know
Ding.
your audience.
Now all we need is fucking Smokey to run in. You got knocked the fuck out, man.
No, what we really need now is for Gene Simmons to chime in on this.
Oh, then we can fuck the whole lot. Gene Simmons won't bust in on any of this unless Pass is voted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
You would think that, but you may want to check your next article.
I was gonna say, that would have been my first assumption,
Yes,
but
but wait.
I would have out. Have you seen Pete's fire back at Pass? By the way,
Oh, I've seen quite. Oh, and yes, there's a whole. I could have done the entire hip hop headlines on Pass because Pete texted back basically, blah blah, and then Pass now wants to know who was the guest host on SNL who let these texts out into the open, and then Che sticking up for Pete. This could have gone all.
Yeah,
I just saga.
What I just love is how Davidson texted Pass and says, "Yo, it's Skeet."
Yeah. Again, you're going after a comedian who, okay, comedy is funny, but a lot of the stuff comes from hate that is made funny.
Yeah. He says, "Yo, it's Skeet. Can you please this is an actual text message that was released. Can you take
Allegedly.
a second and calm down? It's 8 a.m. and it don't gotta be like this. Kim is literally the best mother I've ever met. What she does for those kids is amazing, and you are so fucking lucky that she's your kid's mom. I've decided I'm not gonna let you treat us this way anymore, and I'm done being quiet. Grow the fuck up." And Pass says, "Oh, you using profanity? Where are you right now?" He says, "In bed with your wife." Oh!
Yeah. Again, you got to know what you're setting yourself up for.
And then he says, "Happy to see you're out the hospital in rehab." And Pete says back to him, "Same here. It's wonders what those places do when you go get help. You should fucking try it.
Yeah.
I'm in LA for the day. If you want to stop being a little internet fuck boy and come talk, then I'm here," he says. And then he says,
And Pete's going to the moon or going into space.
"Little internet bitch boy." He says, "You don't scare me, bro. Your actions are so shitty and embarrassing. It's so sad to watch you ruin your legacy on the daily." I just love the fact that he's like, "Oh, where are you now?" He's like, "In bed with your wife."
Yeah. Come get some.
But yeah, Kanye always looks like he's got a mouthful of water that he's trying not to spit out. But anyway, you would have think that Gene Simmons has absolutely nothing to do with this.
No, I would never think
And
that.
and we have on more than one occasion given Gene Simmons the Fuck Fill in the Blank Award on this show.
And I think we should just name it after him. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. It should be the Fuck Gene Simmons Award.
Goes to somebody else.
Although Fuck Bomani Jones Day is next month.
Yes, it is. Does it hurt you as much as it hurts me to say I agree with Gene Simmons on this?
I won't say it. I'll just let you say it.
But
And then I can say, whatever, man.
But out of the two of them, it's like, look, I ain't saying I agree with him, but I understand.
Yes.
As Chris Rock used to
Yep.
say. But I understand.
Exactly. Fuck Gene Simmons, but
I understand. Gene Simmons says that Pass needs a slap and a hobby for obsessing over his ex-wife and, well, not ex yet, but although
it's X.
Did the divorce actually go through?
I thought so, yeah. The day
I know-
he released.
I know. Well, I know they filed. I don't know if they signed off on it. I know she went back to taking all of West off of all of her.
Yeah. I
all
thought
of
it
her
was
legal
the
shit.
the day that video was released, she was officially single.
Maybe. But anyway.
Allegedly.
First of all, they call him the Kiss frontman, and this is aceshowbiz.com,
He's
which is
the-
kind of funny.
The Kiss frontman who plays bass.
And Ace happens to be a member of Kiss, but
Yes.
or at least used to.
Used to be. Yeah.
The Kiss frontman, who's not Paul Stanley, but
Stanley.
Gene Simmons, praises Pete Davidson for taking the high road amid Pass's attacks on him, telling Pass to leave his ex-wife and her boyfriend alone. So Gene Simmons jumped in and basically said, Pete's a cool guy, takes the high road, just ignore it. He says.
So let's see how much weight does this carry. Anytime you start with Gene Simmons says, unless you're saying love that good and plenty, I don't.
It's like if Billy Idol gets it, I don't see why anybody else can't. He says, at a certain point, if somebody misbehaves, they need a good bitch slap. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was such an asshole. It's possible that's what Pass needs, he says. Guy, you got a roof over your head, food in your belly, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Get a hobby. That's better, he says.
Yeah, so at least Gene is not okay. Everybody's like, why isn't he on meds? Why isn't anybody putting him on meds? Gene's is just like, dude needs a bitch slap and something else to do. I'm not trying to put you on medication. I'm not trying to get you in a hospital. I don't need your help.
You know what the best part is?
You
I
need
could
to take
write
up knitting.
I could write a script for a bitch slap and a hobby. You don't need a prescription license for that.
No. No. Yeah. Paz, you need to go out. Come here. Walk into this. And
I don't even know what macrame is, but motherfucker, you need to do it.
I will buy you a book on it. You can YouTube that shit. Just go.
You can YouTube everything,
Exactly.
including Pete in bed with your wife. Oh!
Just stay out of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
He went on telling Pass, leave Kim and Pete alone. Leave them alone. Moved on, he says.
Yep.
Love your kids. Love the mother of your kids and let her make her own decisions. She's I can't stand this fucking term. She's a grown-ass woman and she doesn't need your permission. If you use I've said this before, if you use the term grown-ass man or grown-ass woman, you are not grown in any way, shape, or form.
That's just like people who have a fear of adulting. Eat a bag of assholes.
I want to fucking throat punch people who do that.
And give them a hobby.
Pass also had a message for Pass's new little fuck toy named Cheney Jones, who is a Kim lookalike. And he says, girl, do not be a hand puppet to somebody who's playing some kind of a game. Because what he's doing is clinically wrong. After calling out Pass for his constant attacks, also calling him out was Pete's friend, but his name is Ricky Velez, who's another comic.
Mm-hmm.
But he says, PD is my brother. None of this is funny to me nor entertaining. A 44-year-old man internet thugging is fucking sad. And it really kind of is.
Yeah.
So, Gene Simmons, the fucking voice of reason.
It's just ridiculous.
Right is up, left is down. I don't know what anything is anymore. Ugh. The return to Uptown.
Yeah, not up down.
Uptown, baby. Uptown, baby. Uptown, baby. UME reissues 5 classic Uptown Records albums from Jodeci, Guy, Heavy D and the Boys, yes, and Christopher Williams.
Look, that Guy record, if it's the future, there's a very, very special song on there.
Oh, it is the future.
It is. Well, there's a song on there that's called
Jam. Oh, jam. Jam. Teddy jam for me.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm not ready.
I hadn't heard that in a long time.
No, I actually threw this article in at the last minute
Strictly
just
for
so
that.
I could do that.
Yeah. Now, if we can only find some reason to play the maxi stuff. But it says the label UME, Universal Music Enterprises, has
Have they
pres-
gone after us yet?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
UMG has, haven't they? Universal
Yes.
Music Group?
Yeah,
Maybe
like-
it's a subsidiary. I don't know.
Like 3 weeks ago, I saw that they released some holds on
Yeah, on like 3
episodes from, like-
videos from like 5 years ago. Ain't nobody listening to this anymore. We'll let them now.
Yes, Rob says Jodeci was the shit back in the day. Yes, Jodeci was 90s R&B.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who else was there. Casey and JoJo were it.
Yep. So the 5 records that they've re-released with unreleased tracks, remixes were Guys the Future, Heavy D and the Boys Big Time,
Big time, yeah.
Jodeci's Forever My Lady, Jodeci's Diary of a Mad Band, and Christopher Williams Changes.
Not Christopher Walken changes.
No, you're talking the wrong way. That's the wrong tone. I'm going to have to punch you in the face. And I got a fever.
Yes.
And the only cure is more cowbell.
My favorite part about that entire skit is his name is Bruce Dickinson.
Yes, I know.
The lead singer of Iron Maiden.
The lead
No,
singer.
the producer, Bruce Dickinson.
Not the same.
No.
You cannot be doing that, Mikey.
No.
That's a bad job. So anyway, the phenomenon of New York R&B called Guy, which was Damian Hall, Aaron Hall, and Teddy Riley.
Jam. Oh, jam.
I just did that to hear it again.
Jam. Teddy jam for me.
Whoa. Because I'm not ready.
I just had to hear it.
Hey. I
just-
just want to jam for you.
Now, the one that we're concerned with, of course, is the Heavy D and the Boys
Yes.
record. Big Time was a great record, dude.
Yes, because Heavy D's big time.
Top 20 to Billboard Hot 200. Number 1 on the top R&B and hip hop albums chart. Here I am, doing a Billboard count, and we haven't even done any records yet.
Did any of those records go triple hot dog water, though?
No. No, they didn't even go double starfish.
Damn.
Double chocolate starfish.
So, hey, just as a side note, somebody bought something from our Teespring shop or our T Public shop, which I don't even know what's in there anymore because we've moved on.
Yeah.
And we just made 68 cents.
What can we get for 68 cents?
If only it were 63.
That would have been great.
But anyway, thanks to whoever bought whatever you bought.
Thank you. So Big Time had We Got Our Own Thing.
Hey,
We got Somebody For Me.
I want somebody to love me for me. For me.
And Girls That Love Me.
That's where we get the diddly diddly dee.
Because he's an overweight lover, Heavy D. Girls That Love Me. And it was also the last record that Trouble T-Roy was
T-Roy
on.
was on. Yes, he's in the video. Going like this.
This expanded edition touts 7 additional tracks on it.
Wow.
So,
I may grab that then.
yeah,
I
let's see.
have Big Time on cassette.
19
And
tracks
Living
on the
Large.
19 tracks on the new Heavy D and the Boys expanded edition. We got our own thing. You ain't heard nothing yet. Somebody For Me. It's got all the
'Cause you
regulars.
ain't heard nothing yet.
And then it's got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tell me they're not just remixes.
4 versions of We Got Our Own Thing. The Peace, Love, and Heaviness remix, the club version, the 7-inch version, and the a cappella version.
I might actually like that one.
More Bounce radio remix,
More
big time,
bounce to the ounce.
big time radio remix, and big time extended remix. So, I mean,
remixes.
you got to look at some of these other records, man. The Guy record
Mm-hmm.
has 36 tracks on it.
That's half a MC Shan mixtape.
And let's see, Heavy D and the Boys has 19. Jodeci's Forever My Lady has 38 tracks on it.
Damn. All right, so these are worth checking out.
Jodeci's Diary of a Mad Band has 28 tracks on it. Christopher Williams Changes has 23 tracks on it.
And that's the one I care least about.
Yeah, me too. Because I don't even remember anything Christopher Williams did.
Nope.
Other
And I'm
than-
sure somebody's going to say,
other than-
oh, it was this.
Other than a bit part in New Jack City.
Which very well may be this
The
month's
Fresh
Fresh
Flicks.
Flicks. It's in the running for this month.
Cool, man. Our next article, Super Lawsuit.
There you go.
How's that? Was that good? It's the best I could do. Former proteges of Eazy-E and
Not
people
Terry
we
B.
people we love to tease on this show.
Just because of that song.
Just because of that song. They're actually very talented, but that
Yes.
song just...
And they
Ah,
launched
that's
an entire record label.
Mm-hmm.
They are responsible for you
For
knowing who
Ruthless
NWA
Records.
is.
Yeah, for Ruthless Records. JJ Fad.
And they're here to rock.
They demand answers for Super Bonnet, which is produced by Questlove and Black Thought.
Mm-hmm.
So it's MCJB, Baby D, and Sassy C,
Sassy C, yep.
collectively known as JJ Fad.
And look, I am a JJ Fad fan, but Baby D was not a good beatbox.
No.
She is the only person who is better than her, or the only person she is
Better than?
is Run.
That's not saying much. And then,
Yep.
which sounded like a balloon letting out air and then farting at the end.
It's like Run would get that one beat out and then have to breathe a lot.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like the human beatbox. He had no bass in it. He had nothing. It was just
It's like, what do you call that move? The asthma attack.
Boomer.
Singular. Pro air.
I got to pee upon a tree.
Not everyone apparently is playing fair when it comes to honoring JJ Fad's work. Disney Plus released a new animated series called Rise Up, Sing Out that focuses on questions around race, culture, community, and celebrating differences. The music was produced by Questlove and Black Thought,
Mm-hmm.
and they're featured as characters as well. March 5th, JJ Fad showed a clip of a little girl dancing on their official account to a song called Super Bonnet,
Yeah.
which sounds eerily similar to
Oh, wow, does it?
Supersonic.
Here's my big thing. They're going after Disney, which is smart. Because Disney's under a whole lot of fire right now, especially for taking in the Netflix Marvel series, which were a little grittier than what they're used to.
Right.
But Disney is probably going to be more responsive, but their target should have been Questlove and Black Thought.
Yeah.
Those guys obviously knew what they were pulling from.
Yeah.
And they're saying it's not about money. We're not coming after you for money.
It's the principle.
Right.
It's the principle of the thing.
It's
It's principalities involved.
we know where it came from. You know where it came from. Just tell the people where it came from. Put them in the credits. Super Bonnet based off of, or give them a writing credit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So people know that it was them.
So, have you listened to Super Bonnet?
Only in the clip that I found there.
So,
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can play it. I don't know if I have set because I mute all of my tabs.
I mute all my tabs too.
Watch on Twitter. Is my Twitter tab muted?
I'm not This girl is precious.
Oh, I hate that. Okay, let me tell you one of the things that I hate most in this world right now
Is the voiceover
the speak
voice
and spell voice
yes.
for all of these fucking videos that people put out.
Yes, that female. This is why reputation.
Or there's a male voice too. It sounds like fucking
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
If you have something to say it. If you don't want to say it, type it. Do not have a speak and spell read your fucking sentences for me.
I can't stand that shit either.
Yet another reason I don't watch videos. Like Rye always watches. Oh, you should see this one with this dog, or you should see the one with this
Janelle
chicken.
is all about the TikTok videos. Yes.
Yeah, and I hate them all.
Although I will say there is one guy I've found on TikTok that I find hysterically funny. I forget what the fuck his name is but he watches videos of things, and he's this old Southern boy who, especially if it's a girl wearing like revealing clothes, he's like,
she's wearing them Daisy Dukes on.
He's like, no, he's like, go read your damn Bibles.
Yeah, no, I will tell everyone, I don't watch TikTok videos. I hate TikTok. I want to have nothing to do with fucking TikTok because people are fucking stupid and I hate them.
Yeah. Well,
not you guys. You guys are cool. But
there's this one video of this big, probably like 7 foot tall guy with these fucked up contact lenses in. He's like, what would you do if I broke into your house and gave you a great big leg dangling bear hug? So the guy whose channel it is comes running out like a little kid with a big horned hat on and just holds his hands up. He's like, Uppies, I got to be honest with you. It's been a pretty shitty month. You promised me a hug, you motherfucker. Give me a hug, he says.
No, my brother-in-law and his wife love TikTok videos. Love them. Make them. Look.
Oh, we don't make them.
Look,
I was going to do a TikTok channel for Bill Reads Lyrics, but I don't know how I would get the piano into it.
I have no idea how it works, so I don't know, but we will figure it out if you want to do it. But here's the thing.
I just don't know if anybody would watch.
You will 100% have to do what nobody else does. You will have to verify that your lip syncing is lined up with your audio.
Spot on, yeah.
Because all these people that are out there like, haha, I'm going to lip sync to this video of this scene from this movie, and it's going to be fucking hilarious, and they're off by a second and a half.
And it's not fun. There's one girl who does very, very good lip syncing, and she's the one who did the Kevin Hart thing that made me almost shit myself.
Well,
I mean, to the point where no, dude, this girl is fucking phenomenal. British girl, yeah. I think, or Scottish girl, or Irish girl, or something like that.
Like some accent I don't recognize.
Yeah, but she very rarely ever talks in her own voice. But she did the lip sync to Kevin Hart's thing about riding a roller coaster in Japan, where he's like, so excited. You remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
She nails that thing like nobody's business. But anyway, we're doing all this because, I don't like to talk about JJ Fad. But anyway.
I'm here to rock.
JJ Fad says they should be credited for the song. She has nothing but adulation for Questlove, says JB. But she was surprised that the Walking Music Encyclopedia, who undoubtedly knows what supersonic is, never reached out to him. She goes, in our community, representation matters to our families and their youth. We were so thrilled to learn that Disney Plus had dedicated a show to the African-American community when it was brought to our attention by our friends and fans with praises that there was a song entitled Super Bonnet that was pretty much the style and cadence of Supersonic. We had mixed emotions. On one hand, we were thrilled that Questlove and Disney creatives thought enough of our song to do a super cute little interpolation of our song. But on the other hand, we were puzzled as to why we weren't asked about it.
Yeah.
So
that's the big thing right there. Ask us, and I'm 100% sure they would have said, yes, that sounds awesome. Go ahead. Just put our name in there, in the credits somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they of all the people too, and I'm right there with them. Of all the people, Questlove,
who knows everything,
he does. Dude is a computer.
They said he's a walking encyclopedia.
Yeah, which reference is lost on the youth.
Yes.
He is a walking Google.
Yes. Yes. He's a walking search engine.
Yeah. Not an MC search engine because
No.
there's issues with that too.
Yeah. And he's not
More to
Bing.
come.
He's not Bing and he's not Ask Jeeves.
He's not.
Last
He's not Alta Vista.
Oh my good Lord. Last article of hip hop headlines.
Yes.
Our Remy Ma, who we have talked about many times
Yes.
on this show because she is just a badass.
Yeah. Just go listen to the Annie Up remix.
Yeah. Remy Ma says that it's not important for female hip hop artists that they don't write their own lyric.
And I thought this was a pretty shitty thing for them to ask her
Yeah.
because they specified, okay, I understand Remy Ma is a female. But they asked her, is it important for females? So, okay, it's a big thing for males. Is it a big deal for females? And she said it's not.
If it's such a big thing for males, why are there so many ghost-written lyrics?
Right. And she even said that she's ghostwritten for other people. But nobody's written for her.
Yeah. But
But it's not a big deal. She's
There have been rumors that most
That Pap
prominent
wrote stuff
female
for her?
rappers had ghostwriters like Lauryn Hill, Lil Kim, Foxy Brown,
light.
Light, yeah. There was a rumor that Papoose was Remy Ma's ghostwriter because
Right.
they're married.
Yeah.
Remy,
But she said outright, she said, Pap never wrote anything for me. Nobody's written for me. And she makes it a point to say, because I like what I have to say. But then it is a big deal to her. So I don't know why she said it's not a big deal. Maybe it's not a big deal in the community, is what she was saying.
yeah.
But to her, she even said, she goes, I will pick on you if you had somebody write for you. So I don't know if she meant it will not affect your standing on the charts if you don't write for yourself. But
I'm not sure where she was going with this.
that's the only thing I can figure is, does it matter for sales and how people receive you? No.
My
But
problem-
for me,
My
yes.
problem with the whole thing is, you borrow one tiny little 2-bar sample off of a song, you got to give that artist a songwriter credit.
Right.
Whereas somebody's going to write you entire lyrics and you're not going to acknowledge them?
Well, I think they have to on the as a writer credit. I think they have to. You will get the fame and the adoration from your presentation of that work, but they will get paid.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I never looked at Light sideways because her self-destruction verse was written by someone else.
Well, somebody wrote that entire song and everybody took turns on that.
Well, no, she had, I believe it was LL. I think LL wrote her self-destruction verse.
Yeah, probably.
And then I know Big Daddy Kane wrote for Antoinette.
Mm-hmm.
But, it was also, Antoinette was like his protege.
Yeah.
So I don't have an issue. If I'm coming up and Rakim is helping me and he writes me a song or a verse or a hook or whatever, I'm taking that as, okay, you saw that I could do it, but you want to give me a little assistance to get me moving,
right?
To kick me out of the nest. I don't see that as an issue. Like MC Light is fucking MC Light. Just because LL wrote her verse on self-destruction doesn't take anything away from her being MC Light. If somebody wrote all of her stuff, that's different. But she's still fucking MC Light.
Absolutely. And she still belongs on the Mount Rushmore to us.
Damn right she does.
So
And she's on the microphone.
that is going to do it for Hip Hop Headlines for episode 424. And when we come back, we're going to have a little bit of woo news and then some music on Mr. Throwback Thursday, because that's what we do here. We talk about music. Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 424, coming right back at you after the break.
For everybody.
Officially announced by WWE.
The bad guy?
The bad guy passes away at 63 years old.
Yeah. Alex told me today that his family was discontinuing life support.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. Broke his hip.
And had 3 heart attacks.
Yeah.
Because, man, you fucking throw them clots.
Yeah.
You know, that's what took my father.
I know. Yeah.
He threw a clot on the table, and he hung on for 3 days. Now, they said that he was going to have his leg amputated, and you know, he was going to be a vegetable and all that shit. And I was like, you know, no, Sonny Ono didn't pass. Actually, he spelled it differently. That's Cassius. Yes. That's Cassius Ono, also known as Chris Hero.
Chris Hero.
See, you and I know this way too much about this shit. Yeah, Dad passed away because after all of this shit, they said he was going to be, you know, basically a shell of himself.
Which is what I think was going on with Razor. You know, they said he might wake up, but he won't ever wake up.
No,
no.
You want to know who it reminds me of? Unfortunately, the state he would have been in, and I don't know if he's still this way or if he finally passed away, was Tommy Schlinkerman.
Yeah. Yep.
And for those who are listening, you know, Tommy Schlinkerman was a kid that we went to high school with.
Yeah, I'd say 99% of our listening audience has no idea.
Who was a really, really sweet kid. Nice kid.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Car accident, right?
Yep.
Head injury in a car accident?
Yep.
And I don't know if Tommy's still alive. I don't know if he finally passed or what.
Yeah, you would be the one to find out. I have no connection.
Yeah, I'd have to ask around. I really don't know. But yeah, that was just sad. But with Dad, so funny. The night we left the hospital. I was the next to last one to say goodbye to him. And then I heard my mother say, if you can't fight anymore, it's okay. We'll be all right. And we drove from Albany to Rhinebeck to have dinner and then home. And in that 2.5 hours, we had 14 calls. Apparently, after my mother said that, my father passed away like 10 minutes after we left.
Yeah.
Because he was just waiting for permission.
Yeah. And waiting for you guys to get out.
Yeah. Kind of like what Janelle's mom did. You know,
yep.
She said,
you guys go.
You guys go.
Yep.
I'll be fine. And then,
which I think is what any of us would really do.
Yeah. I mean,
except Gene Simmons. Fuck that guy.
Not this week.
No, always. Doesn't matter.
But yeah. And I just got the update that I knew he was on life support. And
yeah,
I got to admit, man, I was a pretty big Razor Ramon guy.
I was when he was Razor.
I remember him when he was Big Scott Hall in AWA teaming with Kurt Hennig.
Kurt Hennig, yes.
So, yeah, he was he owned the Razor Ramon character, though. Tell me there wasn't, I mean, back when wrestling was all gimmicks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pre-Attitude Era.
How great was that gimmick? And how great was he in that gimmick?
Yes, he was. I always talk to Alex about this. He was what Val Venus wanted his character to be. As far as how the crowd reacted to him, not the same type of character, you know, because Val actually wanted to be Rick Rude, but he wanted everybody to see him the way they saw Razor, and he didn't get it.
And one of the best quotes, dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
Yeah. The bad guy.
Say hello to the bad guy.
Yeah. The
Mang?
man who made toothpicks cool.
Now I'm going to answer the phone. Hey, yo.
So you should start every episode.
Yeah. If I had known he had passed away before we took the mics tonight, I
Yeah.
probably would have.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I knew, like I said, I knew Alex told me that they were discontinuing life support. That I knew.
Yeah, that I knew too. But I mean, and you think about it, that whole jumping ship, him and Nash with the Outsiders thing,
Yeah.
starting the NWO, probably the most important moment outside of WWE in wrestling that I ever remember.
Yeah. I remember, I'm sure we're losing people here, but I remember the Norfolk Scope, which is 12 minutes away from me,
Mm-hmm.
when DX rolled up in the tank
Yep.
at the Scope.
For Nitro.
Yeah. I was like, that's right down the road. Anyway,
Anyway, I am all queued up for my Woo News.
I'm glad you are because I didn't even pull it up. I'm getting updates from my wife about how Nikola Jokic is doing.
Oh, is that part of her parlay?
Yes, it is.
Now, mine the other night was Rangers over Dallas. Zibanejad scores a goal.
And over 6.5.
Over 6.5.
Yeah.
The Rangers themselves had 7 that night. Zibanejad had the second one. And it was just a case of, please, dear God, don't blow this fucking lead.
I get it, right?
So.
Poops McGee. All right. I haven't Poops McGee'd in a while. So let's hit this drop. And then we'll hit some woo woo woo.
Sounds good.
And then maybe we'll get into some music or something.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, so let's do that in this tree. Woo's your mama?
Yo, I'm about ready to get hardcore. All right, let's do the end this one smooth on the down. Let the reason go like this. One and drop it and up.
What it is, what it could be, it's your one and only master ceremony, the great one, Dana Jane. Right now, you're listening to my peoples, Jamie and Bill, on Mr. Throwback Thursday. This be the death beat.
What I would love to meet, and I'll check you later when my job's complete. Cause that for now, I am only around to make your party people just get on down. Cause the rhymes I write are fresh and right and guaranteed to be just your time.
1 2 1 2 1 2. What's good, yo? This is Ghostface, Staten Island, New York. And right about now, it's time for Woo News with Jamie and Bill. I know what it is. Get it correct. Mr. Throwback Thursdays. Jamie and Bill. You know what I mean? On News. That's what's going down right now. Y'all check this out. Exclusive. Peace.
The RZA, the Jizza, Raekwon, Master Killer, Inspector Jack, You God, Method Man, Ghostface Killer, and old dirty bastard.
It's now time for Woo News with Mr. Throwback Thursday.
Shimmy on it.
Welcome back, everybody, to Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 424. It is indeed time for Woo News. Thank you, Mr. Forrest Whitaker. Thank you for, who is that? Jeffrey Osborne that did the Woo Woo Woo, I think. Yeah. What was it? You Could Be Mine was the song. I think it was Jeffrey Osborne. Or You Should Be Mine, right? Or is it You Could Be Mine? I think it was Jeffrey Osborne.
Might be.
Jeffrey Osborne, the Woo Woo song, You Should Be Mine.
You Should Be Mine, yes.
Yeah, it's subtitled The Woo Woo Song.
It should be titled The Woo News Song.
It is now.
It's the Woo News Song.
It's the Woo Woo News.
Yes.
So, Article 1 of Woo News, oddly enough.
We got to start somewhere.
Scratch and RZA review. and
review.
It's a review from distortedsoundmag.com
of next week's record of the week.
There you go. I was going to say, of a record we're probably going to have as a record of the week. Saturday Afternoon Kung Fu Theater by RZA and DJ Scratch.
Yeah, Riz is real happy with this because he didn't have to do any of the production work.
Right. No, Scratch did all the production work on this.
Yeah, he just had to come out, be RZA on a microphone. And
Which he hasn't.
All right, see ya.
He hasn't done that in a long time.
No.
And we know Scratch can produce because Scratch has produced for EPMD.
He has.
LL, Quest,
Hit Squad.
The Rhymes. The late, great DMX. Pharoah fucking Monch. All these guys. So
yeah.
This Distorted Sound Mag gives this record
that's Rev Run.
8 out of 10. And I got to say,
to quote the great Andy Samberg as Nicolas Cage, that's high praise.
I like the album artwork too.
Gail just sent me today. There are hoodies and I believe t-shirts available with the logo.
That's pretty bad.
Or with the album art.
Because it looks like he's got a mouth guard in.
Or he's got Paul Wall teeth.
Or he's got Paul Wall teeth, but they say RZA on him. But
or that's just Bubba talk.
That's not Bubba talk. So it's Saturday Afternoon Kung Fu Theater. I guess it's versus Bobby Digital, though, is the full title, isn't it?
Well, originally it was supposed to be RZA versus Bobby Digital. That was supposed to be the title.
Yeah.
And then they changed it.
Oh, there's RZA in the mouth guard versus Bobby Digital.
Right.
And then it says on the top, Saturday Afternoon Kung Fu Theater.
Right.
So maybe it's a subtitle.
Maybe.
It's the first time we've had albums subtitled as opposed to tracks.
Yeah.
So if you want to hear anything about this record, tune in next week. We'll have it.
Yes, we will have it. And you can listen to all of it, 30 seconds or so of each song and hear what we have to say about it.
Next
that's
article.
The important part.
Right. Butterfly Effect is our next article.
Wasn't that an Ashton Kutcher movie?
I think it was, yes. Method Man.
Whoa.
Or Clifford Smith. I was going to say, or Clifford Smith, if you know him on a professional or personal level.
Personal level, yes.
Anyway, Meth has dropped Butterfly Effect visual featuring R.J. Payne. And I like the way they took and made kind of the Woo W upside down to turn it into an M and then put a butterfly in the middle of it like some kind of badass Batman logo.
Butterman. Isn't that a Pearl Jam song? Can't find the Butterman.
Look where they're serving popcorn.
Yes.
Meth is back again. Collaborative track straight from the Meth Lab called Butterfly Effect with Brooklyn bred but Philly groomed battle rapper RJ Payne.
I came to bring RJ Payne. No.
So it's I think this is the only single released right now. But did we want to give them just a taste of Butterfly Effect? There is a video for it.
There is one. Let me see what we got here. Gotta unmute my tab, huh?
Oh. Yeah. Said it couldn't be done again.
They did say that. They say that a lot.
Yeah, lights, camera. Yeah, 30 for 30, my jersey dirty, my crew back. I shoot a 30 like Stephen Curry, my shoes whack. So locomotive, you lose track, confused facts. You're thinking Kodak, but with more thought, it's two blacks. Standing ovation.
I can just let this thing run, but I think we're getting a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I think we would too, but boy, Meth is so
meth.
goddamn smooth. So we'll be able to hopefully bring that to you before too terribly long too.
And as soon as Meth Lab 3 drops,
it's
record of the week. I mean, there's not a question. I don't care what I have in place of it.
No, that gets bumped.
It does.
And You God Still Sucks. No story, just facts. ODB is still basically not alive anymore. He's a hologram. Well, hello there. Now it's time to get to what we like, which is the music portion of the program.
Yes.
Our one and done this week is a 2001 album.
It is.
Released on its first pressing, February 13th of 2001. Re-released on a second pressing, March 7th, 2006. It is 52 minutes and 27 seconds long on Raucous, Priority, and EMI Records. Produced by DJ Mighty Mai. It is an album by Smut Peddlers.
Yes.
And the name of the record is Porn Again.
And there's an artist on this who is part of this group named Cage. I'm going to give you a little background on Cage just because before I chose this album, I was not familiar with him. He is from Middletown, New York.
Wow. Middletown, New York. Not too far away from us.
Yeah. Born on May 4th, 1973.
Oh, my wedding anniversary.
He was also he was pretty much discovered by Prime Minister Pete Nice.
Aha.
And he was on Pete's solo album, Dust to Dust.
He was actually born in Würzburg, West Germany.
Yeah, because his dad was military.
Yeah. His father was dishonorably discharged for selling and using heroin.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a bad thing.
Yeah. So Cage actually started using PCP.
Oh, yeah. There's a whole big history
cocaine,
for Cage.
LSD, cannabis, alcohol.
Was locked in a loony bin for years.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Nipsey said Cage had beef with them. I'm so happy that somebody else knows him. Cage had beef with Eminem. He did because he thought that M had stolen his style. And if you go back and listen to Cage's early stuff, which who knows, maybe a record of the week coming up just because he's a hometown boy. I can understand why he thinks M stole his style.
it's possible. I mean,
You'll have to check him out and then come back next week and let me know what you think. Or just hit me up during the week because you can do that. But I mean, tell everybody else what you think next week.
Sounds good. So let's take a look at the track listing.
Let's do that.
For Porn Again by Smut Peddlers. Oh, Jesus. I got 21 tracks on here.
You do. Yeah, Nipsey Cage was very dark, but that's because of all the shit that he went through. Like, when he was in the loony bin, he was part of the test process for Prozac.
Yeah.
And he had been misdiagnosed, so Prozac wouldn't have worked for him anyway, and it ended up making him suicidal, and he tried to kill himself like 4 or 5 times. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, poor dude, man. But let's get into this, shall we?
Yes.
Porn Again by the Smut Peddlers, track number 1. Is John here tonight?
He is not.
I haven't seen him. We'll have to send him a message because I think this would qualify for DJ introduction.
Yeah, I believe so.
It's called Beetlejuice Intro. It's 31 seconds and then goes right into Smut Council. And this features Beetlejuice.
Yes, and that is
from the Whack Pack.
Yes, not the Michael Keaton.
No, Lester Green, better known by his stage name Beetlejuice.
There you go.
From the Whack Pack.
Yo, what's up? This is Beetlejuice from Howard Stern Show. Are you ready for the Smut Peddlers? On one side of me, Mr. E.R. On the other side, Cage. In the back, DJ Mama. Say it with me. I'm Porn Again.
Out there pedaling. Out there pedaling. Out there pedaling. Out there
Look at shorty from the shining, all grown up rhyming. Still talking to my finger, but now it's too big to stomach grinding.
I'll be the smart ambassador. Bend her over, point the ass back at her. Then I'll fucking laugh.
Track number 3, Medicated Minutes. Cass needs some of those.
Yeah.
I stalk down the block, grabbing my job, scratch cops while I got for my red light stop. Then right hops, I write rhymes for a living. Hit my misgivings when my brain was still missing.
Read and study while my boots muddy.
Track number 4, technically. Talk Like Sex Part 2, featuring the guy from Talk Like Sex, Cool G Rap.
Yeah, for the ladies, 235 pounds of beef. Chinky eyes, low Caesar gold teeth. Swinging with this shit, stud, you need practice. I'm leaving floods of blood.
On the mattress. Or if you are CD4, you're leaving used rubbers on the mattress.
Yes. Track number 5, Amazing Feats.
Is this a porn channel?
Many of us.
Maybe.
Look, Gangstar.
You'll see plenty of us. Come on.
You want cage in the flash, paper wants ink to blast. You see me in the streets, be glad I spit this trash. Punch through your chest and rip your spine out. Now that cage got your back, you can spit that rhyme out.
I'm stomping on these chat room fakes.
Track number 6, once again featuring Beetlejuice, Pimpology. 42 seconds, and it goes into That Smut.
Pimpin'.
I'm a motherfucking pimp. I own whores. I'll buy whores. I don't pay too much to get fucked. The whole bitch suck my dick. Bitch wanna make movies with me.
Not part of the bitch. The whole bitch.
I'll pimp in New York.
Let's jump to the next track.
The Peep Show. Are you familiar with this? That's what it is. What it is. 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 Yo. I'm unrippable like Nick's tickets. And if the girl's a little looser, you bet he's taking it.
I'm unrippable like Knicks tickets.
Oh, you could rip them. Track number 8, featuring Copyright, is called Anti-Heroes. Not hating this record, by the way.
Not at all.
Sudden smog up in the Venice London bar. I'm fucking your G after you took her the miniature golf from the floor of a shitty ass kitchen. I see Hilla cat to my General Child's chicken, and your dogs is in the black bean sauce. Fuck the wrong bitch raw and have your dick bound up in cars.
I love the fact they mentioned miniature golf. I mean, when was the last time you heard a miniature golf reference?
And General's Chicken.
Track number 9, 54.
Watch me kill that cat. The bitch, your girl I'm looking at. You watch me kill that cat. I haunt cons like these with underground disease, and they yearly main spots, 40 million MCs. They used to go to shows, drink, dance, get high. Then you click the mic, the whole audience wanna rhyme. In 92, I let the cage out of
Track number 10, featuring Apani B. Fly and DJ Lord Sear, is called Josie.
Didn't Dr. Hook have a song by that name?
I think so.
Sing Me a Rainbow, Josie.
I first saw the bitch at the Galleria with Mr. E.
Yo, check that Spanish bitch.
Yeah, I see her. She was signing people up for credit card and Sears. I would have stepped to a bar.
Mr. E beat you there. Detective Dick lonely, so I'm paging up Josie. 36 C's, great knees, pussy Josie. Face like Parker Posey. Cheeks dark and rosy in the winter.
I don't know if you're a Parker Posey reference.
Counting this one? 1.
Yeah.
Track number 11. Beats, Boxes, and Boob Tube. Featuring DJ Lord Sear.
Oh, shit. I like this shit right here.
Track number 12. Diseases.
Yo, what up, Starbucks? What's going on? How you living? Yeah, you know, just smoking every day. What's up? Let me tell you, hip hop's whack, man. Yeah, I know. Say what? All these MCs got diseases. Yeah, they got like frostbite. There's a bad plague, baby. She's got delusions of grandeur and such. Yeah, I mean, yo, we gotta tell them what's up. No, go make a record and go rob a bank. Now you got cool C-itis to thank. Cops that advance, but lost that check. Must be due to Alzheimer's onset. Go up in the label. Honey start feeling ya.
I agree with Nipsey. This is also my type of production. Unlike
Yeah.
that new Mace track,
Oh, my God.
which sounded like a kindergarten class produced it.
It kind of did, yes. Track number 13. 1 by 1. Revamped.
I didn't know we vamped in the first place.
Revamped.
I shape shift to a split, light myself up, ignite the mic and felt up. Your so-called butter shit get melt up. Your mic is falling off, needs to be helped up. Snatch the rap melt up, the blaze of Tron. Eon, the phenom, I'm on par with rap stars. Fascist dictators, dick star up, and I'm playing Space Invaders. Standing so close, baby, you liable. Turn your rap.
Not to take away from the Smut Peddlers at all. If Mace had this type of production and came across with no auto-tune, I would be celebrating his track right now.
You would. Yep. And who would
Which
have ever
would
thought
shock
that
the
was going
world.
to happen? Track number 14, featuring Cool Keith. Stank MCs.
Because of course it would be called that with Cool Keith. Or Diseases.
Smut Peddler. Cool Keith. And the flex. Pose for TV and lightning dove fashion. Big cities like New York and LA need some action. Channel 2 support the best rap on the NBA basketball court. Champion win out rap large cats with champion thoughts get dinner. No minks display, y'all freeze this winter. Girls react to wax status, get canalized with stunning Operation Black Status. Move you out like shipment. Your producers work with Mickey Mouse equipment. Anybody?
Mace's
Mickey Mouse.
producers work with Mickey Mouse equipment.
Yes, they did. Track number 15. Boy, this sounds familiar.
It does.
Not LL Cool J, but my rhyme ain't done. That was one of my favorite tracks off of that
Yeah.
Bad record.
One day I launched a rocket up into the moon and landed on a crater in a blue lagoon. 3 girls in the nude in the pool, they had room, screaming star, but we wanna have an orgy with you. But never in my life had I seen green bitches. And when I walked, they would grant me 3 wishes. One was a pound of the Blue Moon Hydro, twisted it up.
Track number 16 featuring one of the baddest motherfuckers to ever pick up a
Who
mic.
has a new video out now?
R.A. the Rugged Man with Bottom Feeders.
I
I got a dog named Kubrick. It's obvious I like his flicks. Filming them with human chicks. If that's a sin, let him poke this white bitch Kim for coke. Outside of a bar until I switch in. Breaking the end like new Timbs in a robbery. Take a culture on my spits culture and spawn a colony. Smell like Teen Spirit, grab a shotgun and feed us. My LP Street, they shaking up column my hot cheerleaders. Sipping in two-seaters. They ain't mine.
Breaking her in like new Timbs in a robbery. I got one more track, by the way.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
I've got number 17 as a 37-second track called Beetlejuice Outtakes.
That's the one.
What's up, motherfuckers? This is Beetlejuice from Howard Stern. You ready for the start of it? Inside of me, Mr. Mio. On the other side, Alex, the little word king, right? In the back, me, J. Me.
Now I see why they call them outtakes. I couldn't understand shit he was saying. Track number 18, produced by The Alchemist.
I'm done.
Oh, you're done?
That's why I said I have 17, and that was it.
Yeah, the other ones were all...
They re-released this album.
Yes, on the second version. Porn Again Revisited is what it was called.
Yes.
And that one had The Alchemist, so yeah. But that was Porn Again by the Smut Peddlers. Your one and done for episode 424, and you would not believe it, but there is chart position.
Really?
Charting action for this stuff. Yes.
Talk to me, Goose.
2 singles charted.
Let me take a look and see, because I don't remember this one. I would say the R.A. the Rugged Man one. Is that Bottom Feeders?
No. One of them was a guest artist.
Okay, so that would be the Cool Keith one?
No.
Oh, no, the G-Rap one.
You got it. Talk
Yeah,
Like Sex
I forgot
Part
that was
2. Hot Rap Singles peaked at number 43. And then one other track on here that peaked on 2 different charts in 2 different years.
How about The Smut?
That Smut, yes. In the year 2000, it reached all the way up to number 9 on the Hot Rap Singles. And in the year 2001, it reached 96 on the Hot R&B and Hip Hop Singles and Tracks chart.
Nice.
The album itself charted on 3 charts.
Really?
The Billboard 200.
That's a chart I know.
Which I would never have guessed this would have gotten that much love. 184. Now, granted, it's on the chart. It's not high, but it made the chart. Top R&B hip-hop albums, it peaked at number 43, and this was all in the year 2001. And in the top heat seekers, it peaked at number 10. Smut Peddlers with Porn Again. You're much more successful than I would have assumed. One and done for episode 424. And like I said, an album that I did not hate, man.
Yeah.
It was
and it's one coming in that you, I'm going to assume, thought was going to be a joke album.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just from the title.
But yeah.
I expected it to have more of a like Uncle Luke feel.
Don't worry, we'll
Based off-
get you that next week.
Oh, good Lord. It's time for the record of the week. Time for the record of the week.
Yes.
The
Which
record of the week.
surprised the fuck out of me last week.
Yes. So the record of the week was released last week.
It was.
March 4th. Actually, 10 days ago as we record.
In March.
In Marcha. Let's see. Do we have any producers on here?
Don't know. I believe Chuck D is involved.
I think he is, yes.
Especially since it's on, I think it's on Spit Slam Records.
I think, yes. Spit Slam Records presents your record of the week for 424 is Empires Crumble by
the Chill one, damn it.
Rob G. I have 12 tracks on this.
As do I.
Track number 1, Excuse Me.
That's what happens when you say Chill Rob G's got a new album out. Excuse me?
It's the last of the flow freakins. Listen long enough, you can hear when the flow deepens. I write super tight, but light is still seeping. Waking fools up, it's enough with the oversleeping. Wind weeping, late night creeping.
I remember playing the fuck out of Ride the Rhythm.
Yeah, because I was with you more often than not for that.
Yeah.
Track number 2, 1 minute. Although it's 4 minutes and 10 seconds.
It is.
It's called 1 minute.
Yeah. Some people. Yeah, man. Back in the beginning, we was always winning. I stayed grinning, swift with lyrics, gifted, the disc spinning. Provide you a record of the talent I possess. You can check it. The lights dim when I start thinning. The herd out, we put the word out. The baby unit was a scourge on an upward surge. Came to purge.
Yes, because Chill Rob G was part of the Flavor Unit.
He was. Track number 3, Pay For It.
Okay, play.
And that's the number 4, mind you.
It is.
No, what to say. You know what to say. I'm gonna tell you what you already know. You're gonna have to pay what you owe. No, you can't pay as you go. Cash on delivery, where's that? You kidding me?
Cash on delivery. You kidding me?
Hell yeah.
Track number 4, Unlimited.
This is not from the movie or from the play Wicked.
No.
My limit's the sky, and I ain't high. Come and check my eyes. The best rhymers use jet lines when they fly. I emphasize flows.
It kind of has that old Chill Rob G sound to it.
It does.
Track number 5, I'm not surprised.
Nor am I.
No, that's the name of the track, man.
Oh, okay.
I am not surprised that y'all are still watching. People like to see falling stars dropping. Classics like Mozart, Beethoven, Bach. Maybe I'm a prick, just don't be cock-blocking.
That's a good rule. Don't be cock blocking.
Always a good rule. Track number 6 is the title track, Empires Crumble.
I tend to go places you would like to go. I tend to know people you would like to know. I tend to spend my motherfucking dough on things you won't appreciate, but they appreciate. Don't be showing up late to the fucking show. Expose it all for y'all. I am stuck on go. All the knowledge in the world, y'all be like, we know, but you're still having problems with your daily flow. Bought a chair from Wayfair, but I ain't show. Might be a whole sex slave, nigga. How you know? I keep the
With a chair from Wayfair.
Track number 7, F.U., subtitled Rockin' With the Best, featuring Double J and God Lakeem.
45 King. There ain't a problem that I stress. Yeah. Right now, you're rocking with the best. And if you want, you can try the test. Cause all these fools, they gotta settle for less. Chill Rob. We murder Cordy rappers and ciphers for fun. Look him in the eye, if you see fear, he done. My name ringing out in these streets we run. Had no cruiser jet. Where? What gun? Every few months we heard a fool shot. Bodies bad for business.
Track number 8, Thinking Out Loud. Not an Ed Sheeran song. At least I don't think so.
No, this one is not.
Never tested, detestable, unarrestable, pinnacle. Not stuck in a vegetable like the rest of you minimal, semi-talented talkers. Look, if I was criminal, some of y'all would be walking to the gallows. It's pitiful. I ain't speaking to hear me talking.
Lyrically, that one had a lot of the power in it for me.
Yes, it did.
Track number 9, No Apologies.
I won't apologize. I meant to do it. No apologies. I am not what you expected. Believe me, you got what you selected. This version of me ain't quite perfected.
Track number 10, The Interrupter.
We interrupt this program.
I knew they were going to start with that.
Well, wouldn't you?
Interrupt your cipher and crush your blunt.
Yo, slow down, I gotta stop ya. Really looking for reasons not to pop ya. I got no patience, I'm not your doctor. I can't hear your problems wouldn't be proper. I am the interrupter.
I agree with Nipsey on this one. This is a rare 2 Dope Record episode.
We have them every now and then.
We do, but in his defense, they are rare.
They are rare, yes. Gosh, now I forgot where we left off. We left off on track number 11. Bang!
Not bomb.
I was going to say the same goddamn thing.
Of course you were.
You like, woman.
Right.
From the way you behave, fucking, fighting is all you crave. Due to the stress and the heat you gave, I'ma beat that thing like a runaway slave. Baby, the ecstasy coming in waves. Been fantasizing about you all day. I could hardly wait till you came my way. Had to start without you, but that's okay. Crazy.
And finally.
This is such a great fucking song.
Yeah, it's a great way to end the record, too.
It is.
Last track on the record, featuring Mr. Chuck himself.
Yes.
Mr. Carlton Ridnour, professionally known, friend of the show, Chuck D. This is Power.
Woo, woo, woo.
Took it to the record company. So they started clocking my shit. Now they selling this record. I don't know.
The hard part will be stopping the record.
You know what
It will be.
Because that's what I do. You shouldn't have did that. You should have just left it alone. But that's all right because I still got the power.
Let's rock up. Let's rock up. Let's rock up. Let's rock up.
I'm going to jump ahead on this one.
I'm coming out strong while you're mentally stuck.
Yo, boy, without substance or content, you need to slow your speed, stop the nonsense. These are the words of the rising sun, surprising some. Thought I was just another humdrum, average type, not MC who found the mic, thought he was hype. Nah, that's not me. I'll take a page, write a phrase, then rephrase it, treat it like a national flag and upraise it.
Everybody should go listen to that one because the verse that I jumped over to get to where I was, Chuck
the
starts
D
it.
verse.
Yeah.
Oh, great record, man. Chill Rob G hit this one out the park.
Yeah.
It was a long time coming, but it was well
I agree.
worth it. Well worth it. Your record of the week for episode 424, Empires Crumble by Chill Rob G. I love it when guys from the classic era can still hold their own, you know?
Yeah, I'm the chill one, damn it.
and it had that feel to it. It wasn't an older guy trying to do something out of the box, you know? Eminem. But yeah, Chill Rob
Well,
G.
Chris did
Empires
it.
Crumble. Yeah.
He did a whole album of Chris, but then he threw in a track of, look, I can do what you guys do too. It's that easy, you know?
Yeah. And I don't even need to break a sweat.
No.
But No charting action because the record's only been out for 10 days.
Yep.
So, Chill Rob G, Empires Crumble, your record of the week. Smut Peddlers with Porn Again, your one and done. The artist of the month, the aforementioned KRS-One.
Mm-hmm.
So go check out some KRS-One. And before we take our final break of the evening, we have an old to the new.
We do indeed.
This old to the new comes all the way from the UK. It is Lyrical Master featuring Killer Priest. And the name of the track is called Repent. I would probably heed that advice.
Killer Priest. War of Armageddon, honor and peasants, those guarding the weapon, either conquered or protected. The beast will be beheaded, the statue stand naked, dead is unrested, no need for paramedics. Hellfire, pair pliers for barbed wires, jail writers, nail biters, fell messiahs. Jeremiah 14, verse 38. If it does not exist, then what chapters did I miss? Baphomets, Horus looking through the eye pyramids, Anglo-Saxons, Anunnaki, star called Sirius. All is conditioned to a plan called COVID. All is predicted from a man called Moses. All is recycled from a band of poets. Plagues, the land of famine and locusts. Hocus pocus, outdoor cafe in summer. Legendary, hope you ready. After lightning, then thunder. The Viking knights and the witch hunters.
My God's order, defensive against demons, impenetrable force field reacting cause a holy warrior, defeating disease, running rampant from to you and me. From the mark of the beast, is spreading wildly, the blasphemous, the atheist, the meaning, the preachers. The world needs salvation, but are not listening to the divine teachers. That's why we suffer, people ain't believing. Look at the world we are living in. What is the solution for it to be mended? Needing a healer to be fixing, it starts within ourselves. God is in you, but people are caught up in ignoring the sick and focused on wanting to be rich, ignoring the poor, searching for fame and wanting that round of applause, wanting temporary self-pleasure rather than spending time for others doing a favor, instead ignoring the neighbor, competition mindset, not even helping their own family with no regret, so they can show that they are doing better with a better house, a better car, not caring about helping you or how you are. Jesus will come again and shall proclaim the righteous way, and Satan is having his fun today with all those that won't deserve born with all senses but are still dumb, deaf and blind. The end of days are coming. The apocalyptic Armageddon with a battle amongst good and evil. Where is your soul going? Whose side are you on when the time comes? Or is it too late with all the sins that you have done? It's time to repent, to be considered as a man of God before your soul becomes black and owned by the serpent, squeezing the soul out of you like you were fighting for your life like vermin. Don't be the plague, you can be saved. All you've got to do is pray today for a better tomorrow. Fall down to hell's bottomless pit for the fire demon to swallow. The pain you inflict on others and the hurt you, of course, will be back inflicted on your even more by the devil's claw. This is what you've learned and this is what he will show, wicked ways. So it's no different to the way you live your life, so don't complain as you stream in agonizing pain. So think how you treat others today, and if you get angry, do not react, simply let the time pass. Otherwise, something that you wouldn't normally do could haunt you for life and leaving you with a dark past that you hide. Then you will be living a lie just to be pretending to be good. But God sees everything from up above. There's nowhere to hide. No point in lies.
I gotta say, man, I don't know who did the production on that, but whoever did an awesome fucking job.
Yeah, I might have to look it up.
Lyrical Master featuring Killer Priest with Repent. That was a badass track, dude.
Yeah, and that was unsolicited. That came to us,
Mm-hmm.
and I listened to it, and I let him know we're putting it on.
We like this. We're going to
Yep.
play it. And they were like, absolutely. That's why we
Yes,
sent it
yes.
to you. So Lyrical Master, spelled Lyrikal. So
In
probably
Wu style.
in Wu style, yes. Featuring Killer Priest. I would assume Lyrical Master may be a affiliate.
Mhm.
I'm not 100% sure, but I would imagine so. Repent, your old to the new for episode 424. We are going to take our final break of the evening, and then hopefully Jamie repents from last week's Bill Reads Lyrics and gives us something else for this week. But there's only one way to find out if this week's Bill Reads Lyrics is anything like last week's Bill Reads Lyrics, and that is to come back for Bill Reads Lyrics on episode 424 of Mr. Throwback Thursday.
Yay, yay.
Repent, motherfucker, repent.
Nikola Jokic is going to kill me tonight. He's on the bench.
Why?
I don't know. He needs 6 points. And there are 6 minutes left in the game. And he is not active.
Oh, that's not good.
Embiid needs 2 rebounds, but I'm sure he's going to get that. All right. I want to thank Nipsey for hanging in with us. Everybody else has abandoned us.
Yeah, I saw that. We got 2 people watching on Twitch.
Oh, we got 2? I only show 1.
Oh, now 1. We had 2.
It's Nipsey.
Yep.
So 100% this whole show is just for you, Nipsey.
Yep. Pretty much.
Maybe I'll just name it that. For Nipsey.
For Nipsey.
All right. I'm going to hit this drop, and then we'll do some Bill Read Lyrics intro. How about that?
That sounds good to me, man.
All right. Well, we should ask Nipsey. He's the only one here. So let's do this with a tree. Who's your mama?
Yo, Chuck, run a power move on him.
Yo, check this out. Chuck B probably going to be number 1. If you're checking out, bam, Jamie and Bill. Go back to Thursday, right here, right
But it starts with Bill.
Question. It's called reading. Top to bottom, left to right. Put words together as a sentence. Take Tylenol for any headache. Might offer any cramps.
Most people probably know the lyrics, but they should.
Welcome to Bill Reads Lyrics.
Welcome back, Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 424. It is indeed time for Bill Reads Lyrics. So,
yes, it is.
We're going to get right into it.
Well,
I would assume it's going to come right over the private chat.
It very well may. As soon as I can open the private chat. There we go. I was on a different screen.
And let's see. Okay then. Yeah, you know what? I should have figured that
did we get to it somehow?
That this would be something along along those lines. Yeah. So
we're gonna do verse 1 because hometown boy and all that.
All right, hold on just a second because I have to reopen this. There we go.
Play.
And I'm gonna go to the chorus.
Yep.
Am I reading the chorus?
Nah.
Okay.
So let's do this with a tree. Who's your mama? With no type of ado.
I was going to say, we didn't do the nearer or further.
With no type of ado. Sesame Street Grover Style, whether nearer or further, we will cue the motherfucking piano.
CK1, tell your mom this shit's done. Got a brand new album for a fucked up son. Her daughter getting fucked. Like, I give a shit tricker. Go eat that acid off of them explicit warning stickers, licking the CD, asking your mom to buy it, while I'm gagging honey in the Hyatt with my dick to keep her quiet. Room service, fuck that. Assume nervous. Break this bitch ass off a bruised purpose. In and out, throw a fist in a route. This bitch has waste management cause I piss in her mouth. Match made of Guinness for 45 minutes. Then I'm breaking my foot off her ass for the finish. Look dingy and Fendi, but trendy. Millennium Ted Bundy looking all friendly at Wendy's because it's time to eat. And I'll fuck you up. I ain't them rhyming geeks.
But he will piss in your mouth.
No break on that one.
No.
Because there was no Kentucky Fried Chicken ass grease. Now,
There was
see,
not.
he said, I'm ready to eat. If he had said, if there was another KFC reference, I was
I'm ready
stopping
to
in the
eat
middle.
Some of that Kentucky Fried Chicken grease.
I would have stopped in the middle. I would have walked out of the chair, and that would have been it.
It would have been over.
Over, which is Spanish for egg, I think. So
It is. And it's where the show is right now.
pretty much over.
Yes. So
And
if you'd be so kind as to
to-
switch from Bill to Phil.
to Snoopy, because I don't have my hats. So hats are in the bedroom, as you can see. Well, you can't see because I don't have my regular green screen behind me, but somehow it looks better without the green screen. Probably against the back wall, which is just really freaking weird because that's not green at all back there.
Yeah.
Whatever. So it is time to take us home.
Yes. Oh, and Brian said that, you know, we are not the, or Nipsey is not the only one here, but Facebook, someone has reported us, so they are not authorized to comment on our stream on Facebook.
Somebody has reported us. What, for the video?
Said the post or object that you were commenting on has been removed by the owner and can no longer be commented on. I obviously didn't remove us because we're still here.
Yeah.
And Brian is letting us know that he is still listening.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yes. So take us the fuck home.
I was going to say, so he can listen to me talk about all the people that we talk about at the end.
And he's one of them.
Episode 424 of the Mr. Throwback Thursday podcast, brought to you by our affiliation with the world's strongest coffee, Death Wish Coffee, which you can find online at deathwishcoffee.com, where you can use the code TBT and save 12% off of most orders. Not
Yes.
everyone, but off of most orders. So TBT for 12% off. You can also find Death Wish Coffee on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go give them a follow, and you will be up to date on the latest and greatest stuff from the world's strongest coffee, which the Ethiopian blend was in both mugs tonight. So
it was.
We also have friends of the show, Def Rugs, defrugs.com, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Def Rugs. Go check out those handmade, high-quality hip-hop themed rugs from Marshall Fox, the original Rug E-Fresh, and his business partner, the Green-Eyed Bandit, Eric Sermon.
Mm-hmm.
Check them out at Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Def Rugs or at defrugs.com. If you're in the Schenectady, New York area, you can make a trip over to J Street. And on J Street is a little store called the Bittersweet Candy Company, where our good friend Heather Lent has chocolate and candy that is handmade, small batch, different, and
delicious.
Check her and her store out on Facebook and order at bittersweetcandy.com. If you use the code THROWBACK, you will save 10% off of your order there. So go check out Bittersweet Candy. Melted Mics, MLTD-MICS. Melted is abbreviated, of course. Meltedmics.com. Hip-hop themed t-shirts from our friend Pumice T. Mendola. Go use our code Mr. Throwback Thursday and save 10% off of your order at meltedmics.com.
Hey, I just want to say real quick, I will edit this part out, but anybody who's watching on Twitch, I'm going to attempt when the show is over to raid DJ B's feed with ours just to see if I can make it work. So don't go anywhere when we're finished, and let me know if it does send you over to B's feed.
Sounds good.
Sorry, go ahead.
And finally, Etsy.com/shop/geek-like-you, where the geek shall inherit the earth. Sick, twisted pop culture and other things brought to you from the sick, twisted mind of Mr. Throwback Thursday himself and his sick, twisted wife, Mrs. Throwback Thursday.
Indeed.
Geek Like You on Etsy, where the geek shall inherit the earth.
Yes.
Social media network time. Everything begins and ends with MrThrowbackThursday.com, our homepage. You can go there. You can leave us a voice message by clicking on that microphone that follows you everywhere. It's called Hit Us Up. You can also follow us on Twitter at @the_MR_TBT and at Bill_MR_TBT. Those are our Twitter handles. That is also my Instagram handle for the show. Jamie's Instagram handle is Mr. Throwback Thursday for the show. You can check us out on Facebook as well. Mr. Throwback Thursday is the page name. It's where everything got its start.
Yep.
And then you can also join home of the TBT Posse so you can interact with fellow Posse members who are all good people. You can check us out every Thursday morning from 6 to 8 a.m. Eastern on Fresh Radio at itsfreshradio.com. And if you are an emailer, you can send us emails of things that you've seen, things that you think we might want to talk about news-wise. MrThrowbackThursday@gmail.com. It is shout-outs time.
Yay.
Shout-outs to Gail Dunmeyer, Manny Baez, Sarah Henderson, John Henderson, Hugo Gonzalez, Sanket Patel, Teresa Lynn, Simple Luxuries at teresalynns.com, Clay Arsenault, Jason Eckert, the Shrieking Warrior Jennifer Buchanan, Jacob O'Neill, Jason Heath, Paulie Tibbert, Chris Kinsley, Jessica Walker, Deshauna Townley, Shane Hatley, Ricky Schnarr, Kenneth Elsfelder, Brian Hollenbeck, and Robert Joffroy. They all get announced every week because...
Or more.
They got 5 on it indeed. You want to get your name mentioned every week? Become a patron. Go to patreon.com/MRTBT, or you can go to MrThrowbackThursday.com. There's a little link that says Become a Patron. Don't forget friends in the industry, as always. Anthony, Imran, and Rugboy over at the Jock and Nerd podcast. Our friend Lion's podcast, Lion Like Roar. Our friend Talkin' Ty on her webpage at BrooklynTyNYC.com, and her show, What's the Word podcast with Brooklyn Ty NYC.
And Sequilibrium is live.
Sequilibrium is live.
Yes.
Excellent.
I will add them to the show notes next week.
Excellent.
It's very, very funny. Do you remember the movie Nightmare on Elm Street 2?
Yes, I do.
The main character was Jesse.
Yes.
And they posted a picture on Instagram, and I said, is Jesse considered as a final girl, even though he's a he, but he fits the whole final girl trope? And then he happened to answer on their post.
No shit.
So that was kind of cool.
That's funny. So go check out Sequilibrium.
Yes.
Where it talks about all the sequels of the movies you liked.
Yes. And they tell you if they were any good or not.
Were you a fan of Grease? We'll talk about Grease 2.
They did that one. Yep.
I know.
They did Toy Story 2. They did. They just did the new Ghostbusters movie, Afterlife. They're a lot of fun.
I'm going to have to check that out now that I know that they're live. We also mentioned the hardest working turntablist in the world.
Yes.
We mentioned itsfreshradio.com.
It's Fresh Radio.
We didn't mention him by name. He is the one and only DJ B. You can send your tweets.
Yes, Twitch followers, hang in.
You can send your tweets to @RealFreshRadio for Thursday for the All Request Show after the Mr. Throwback Thursday show airs on Fresh Radio. So send your request for the All Request Show to Real Fresh Radio on Twitter, and B will do his best to get them in for you.
Yes.
You can also get that Fresh Radio app for your phone, regardless of what brand of phone you have.
Mm-hmm.
You can find us on Wild One Radio as well at wildoneradio.com. We're at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But that's not all. They'll tell you where you can find us all over the world.
Yes, wherever you are, they'll tell you what time we're going to be there.
Don't forget to subscribe, rate, review, all that good stuff on all the podcast platforms. It's been 8 years. You know how to get to us. We thank you very, very much for joining us this week for episode 424. Until next week, I want everybody to take good care of yourselves and each other. I need you to, once again, make sure you're taking your proper precautions. Wear your mask where required. Wash your hands.
Wash your butt.
Very important to wash the butt, especially once you got the chicken grease ass stains.
Yes.
And most importantly, share the good word about Mr. Throwback Thursday, because your input helps our output.
Mm-hmm.
And the more people, the more eyes you get on us and the more ears you get on us, hopefully the better we get. But I don't know if that'll ever really happen.
No.
But until next week, episode 425 coming at you next week. Until then, I ask you all to keep it classic. And always remember,
new school stale, old school fresh.